PS Audio's Stellar line is our entry-level line, but it's not just for beginners, if you will. I mean, this is an extraordinary line of electronics that you can build an entire system around. And when you look at the hierarchy in PS Audio, we start with the Perfect Wave series, which is about as good as it gets with PS Audio, and a step below that, the Stellar series. Now, many people mix and match. They'll take a Perfect Wave transport and they'll connect it up with a Stellar DAC, or they'll use the Stellar M700s or M1200 power amplifiers and then use a BHK preamp. So there's a lot of mixing and matching going on, and they're all completely compatible and they're all really great stuff. But we decided that we wanted to have a line between Stellar and Perfect Wave, and that is called StellarGold. And StellarGold can be told from the front by this little gold bar, if you can see that there. And yeah, it's real plated gold, but it's not solid gold. Otherwise, it'd be a lot more expensive. No, but it's this nice little accent line on there. But the real magic for StellarGold products, of course, is on the inside. And on the inside, it's a major step up from any of the Stellar line. And I'm going to talk to you today about the Stellar DAC. And you can see, and we can see inside, that's the inside of the Stellar DAC. And over here is the back of the Stellar DAC, the StellarGold DAC. And I want to talk to you about what's really important, the inside. Now, what makes this DAC extraordinary, aside from how it sounds, and if you do get a chance to listen, I would really encourage you to take a shot at it and give it a listen, because it does some things that I rarely have ever heard in a DAC. And what's unique about it is it's built around 8 DACs. So this stereo DAC is 4 DACs for the left channel and 4 DACs for the right channel. And these DACs are ESS high. These are the highest performance ESS DACs made, and certainly close to that. Maybe there's one higher. I don't know. But anyway, they're about as, I mean, they're ridiculous. They're like 140 dB DACs that just are extraordinary. There's no distortion. There's, it's all no noise, no distortion. Stupid spec DACs, if you will. And then we take those and combine 4 of them per channel. And what does that do? When you combine DACs in parallel, distortion and noise go down. And even though they're at lunatic levels to begin with, there is something extraordinary that happens sonically. And I'd love for you to hear the difference between just a single ESS DAC built around, and we'll talk about the output stage in a sec, versus one that has 4 DACs in parallel. It just sounds bigger, more robust. And I mean, can you hear the difference in quiet? No. Can you hear the difference in low distortion? No. It's all like crazy low stuff. But what you can hear is this big, robust sonic quality to it, to the music, that gets your foot tapping, that gives you a depth I think is pretty much reserved for only the best DACs out there. And this StellarGold DAC gives it to you in spades. And one of the beauties of any DAC, whether it performs really well sonically or not, depends on its output stage. So you can take a ESS DAC chip and put it into a small USB stick and call it great. But it typically isn't that great for 2 reasons. One, because you need to have the power supply to back it up. And if you look inside, you can see that we didn't spare anything. I mean, this is all power supply over here and over here. This is huge. So the power supply, multiple regulators, lots of caps, very important. And then the output stage. The output stage on a lower end DAC might use a good chip, but it'll just have an op amp on there. And they slap an op amp on there, put a few resistors around it, and it specs great. It doesn't sound great. In this circuit, we've taken, and well, Darren Myers, who designed it, has taken a beautiful discrete, a combination of a discrete and a chip circuit that has extremely high step response, slew rate, and the distortion characteristics are all built around it working without any kind of feedback whatsoever. And then he applies just a little bit of feedback. So that's open loop gain versus closed loop gain. And it's just, I don't know, rarely have I heard anything that sounds this good. So I don't want to rattle on for too long, but this is the StellarGold DAC, and it is amazing, and I would encourage you, if you have a chance, give it a listen. All right, thanks.